or made a phone plan. It would. bro. iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphic Design Series. Gonna go green here on just a moment, in about 3 minutes, but we welcome you here live here at Daytona International Speedway. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes, and I'll be alongside of us here in the booth for tonight. But should be a fun one from start to finish as we get ourselves set up for the 60-lap event here tonight at Daytona. Full field here for tonight, expected, especially after the turnout we got in the K&N truck and cup race. Excuse me. So, yeah, we'll go over track facts. Track description on the left-hand side of your screen. Oval, track length 2.5 miles in length. Track turns 4-1 in each corner. Elevation right for it. Above sea level. Track temp currently at 82 degrees. Total is infinite because we're currently under practice conditions. Weather right now 77 degrees. Most of the cloudy sky is 13 miles out, going southeast. The race analysis is going to be shown on the right hand side of your screen. 60 laps, 150 miles. Pit window going to roam from every 15 to 18 laps because of fuel cut. Pit road speed is roaming around 55 miles per hour. So we're going to pull up standings in front of your screen. Yeah, 43 drivers here lined up tonight, so it should be a good one from start to finish. Currently, John Hernandez, number 88, leads practices right now. A lot of newcomers logging laps as well here for tonight. We got people like Colton Salick, who's making his first start here tonight in the iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphic Design Series. Paul Granata, number 55, he's making his first start here. PKDS. Jim Courtney, number 37, he's out here tonight. Mark Brannigan, also out here tonight as well. Grayson Drexler. Mark Brannigan, I think I just mentioned him. Jake Sylvia, 116, he's out here tonight. Chad Gwenigsman, out on the racetrack as well. Glenn Richards, he's making his first start in 082. Garrett Hess, Ryan Kendrick, Andrew Ramos, other rookies out here tonight. So our rookie field is fairly strong here tonight. So should be a lot of fun to see how these drivers will keep it steady with each other. So take a look at right now in the field. Most of the drivers currently sitting on pit road right now, but got some people just taking laps. Darius Dadgar, number 95, taking laps as well. Mark Brannigan flying it into the wall. He's having a bit of fun. I don't have too much fun. I need to load up trading paints. Apologies about that. I know I was missing some. Yeah, I'll get paints refreshed ASAP here in just a moment. Salick, there he is. Just talking about him earlier. And Paul Granata, number 55 machine, working himself on the racetrack. Jim Courtney in a 37. Grayson Drexler, Mark Brannigan, out on the racetrack as well. And now the times have hit the double zeros, so we're gonna go ahead, step to the side as we're playing national anthem. So rise up, remember your hats, we salute our nation's colors. Back here live at Daytona as qualifying is underway right now. Everybody just roaming around the racetrack to log in their fastest. Watch number 77 Keaton Jones. Gonna pull up the board on the left-hand side of the screen. So this is, I think, the first. No, this is the fourth time. The fifth time in a row, iSCAR's making a go around at Daytona. So we've been at Daytona with all four series, K&N, basically ARCA cars, the trucks, and the Cup, and now we're here with the Xfinity machines. Drivers sweep along the highest side banking. The way you want to qualify here at Daytona, be right up next to the safer barrier, log yourself all the way to the low side, right next to the yellow line, and go as fast as you can. Basically, keep the wheel as smooth as possible. The thing you don't want to do is screw up and hit the apron. You don't want to hit the apron. That'll obviously disrupt your momentum. And momentum plays a key factor, especially this kind of race. So it should be interesting on how these drivers will strategize here for this 60 laps. Watch more people log around the racetrack. Brannigan just laying around. We got 16 drivers who's qualified right now. Shuttlesworth works himself in the start-finish line. He's going to log himself in. I don't even know where. Third. Nice. Ponser across the start-finish line, and he's going to log himself in second. So Connor, actually, a lot of people, a lot of proximity drivers toward the front. Maybe they're opting with a different strategy here for tonight. Watching Liam Sheen at 21. But too little too late. And that will be your order here for tonight. Congratulations to the number 92, Connor Brennan, for picking up his first iSCAR pull. The last time, I think he won the Truck Series last season. I don't think he picked up a win in the Xfinity Series, actually. So Connor Brandon going to be starting up front, and he's hopefully gonna pick up his first. Got a lot of hopes coming into the year for tonight. We'll go over track facts here again. If you're not just joining us here tonight, Peter Kenny, Graphics Designs 150. About to go green here in just a moment. Everybody grading themselves up for this 60-lap event. Track description going to be shown on the right-hand side of your screen. We're here at Daytona International Speedway, so not much different from the your classic super speedway. Race analysis is going to be shown on the right-hand side. Watch that pit window. It's very small, only 15 to 18 laps. So if these drivers do elect to go with a more long-run strategy, they're probably going to be towards the front to enter for that first green flag cycle of pit stops. Maybe you might see drivers take 2 because with a smaller fuel tank, they're gonna have the option to go ahead and slap on just 2. So drivers got to communicate with each other. Weather right now at a gosh, I am screwing up all my panels. Weather as of right now, 76 degrees. We've got a south wind going at around 12 miles per hour. So, yeah, very strong, honestly, for Daytona. Good to go over the grid as we roll off here for tonight. Connor Brand and Chase Bonds are going to be running out row number 1, proximity. Up front, Garrett Hess, Trey Shulsworth going to be running out row number 2. Row number 3 going to be Jake Matheson, Aaron Mulrooney Jr. Row 4 going to be Corey H. Charles, Keaton Jones, and number 77. Row number 5, Hunter Johnson and Chad Gwenigsman. Excuse me. Eric Heater, Jonathan Hernandez. Row number 6, Dominic Howe, Andrew Ramos. Row number 7, Glenn Richards. The rookies here tonight, Liam Sheen, right alongside of him. Peter Kenny, your series sponsor. Garrett Pick, the 031. Colton Salick, Daniel Falkingham going to be running at row number 10. Row number 11 going to be Dylan Alt, Derek M. Smith. Row 12, Ryan Kendrick, Cody Webster. Row number 13, Austin Johnson, Josh Patterson. Row 14, Ryan Kwan, Kiloa Hankins. Row number 15, Jake Sylvia and William Schmidt. Sylvia making his first start here tonight. Mark Brannigan, Oscar Jensen, running out of row number 16. Row number 17 going to be Casey Drake and Andy McDowell. Number 18 going to be Jim Courtney, Noah Allison making his first start. Joe Berge and Grayson Trexler. Trexler making his first start here tonight in the Xfinity Series. Row number 20, James Jungman and Jackson Steiner. Row 21 going to be Paul Granatha and Chase Stewart. And all the way in last is going to be number 95, Darius Dadgar. So here we go, getting set for the green flag this time by. If you're now just joining us here for the night, my name is Ezeckiel Reyes, going to be your commentator as we head to this green. Pace car slides itself onto pit road. 2 proximity cars, 1 and 2.
Green, green, green.
Green, green, green. Up and it goes through the gears. We're up and away here at Daytona. Wow, look at that whole low side just explode to get to the apron, to get out of harm's way, because they don't want to run toward that, toward the front. Because of that, that really separated a lot of drivers. Hopefully these people are pretty wide. Jim Courtney is running around. We got a blinker. Don't know who that is. All these drivers might get separated from this first pack, who's being led. 4 proximity cars, actually 1 through 4. A lot of them top 3 Toyotas. Connor Brennan running the Camaro, but because that whole bottom side just exploded, look at this. There's only about, I think, 11 cars up here in this main pack. Luckily, this whole pack is still connected within the draft to get something rolling back to this main pack. But wow. Very surprised everybody elected to go single file for this beginning of the run. I was about at least 15 drivers who pulled off to the apron. definitely caught me off guard. Look how separated these drivers are. This might be everybody right behind the 83 of Joe Berge. Might be forming up here with this second pack, so, and they're all the way in turns number 1 as the leaders are already gunning down the back straightaway. You see the whole line; they fill up the whole back straightaway with how spread out they are. But now going to be a bit more aggressive. Here we go, double wide action. Keaton Jones in the number 77 SDM car. He's going to put that 77 to the front. He has a pusher of, I think that's Jonathan Hernandez. I think he won the truck series. No, that was Ryan Kendrick. Hernandez finishing second I think Kendrick is also in this one, as Keaton Jones going to drop down to the bottom side to take a line away from the proximity gals. That's number 7, doesn't have as much, I wouldn't say as much help, but he doesn't have friends up there. Not a lot of orange cars. I see some cars drop to the apron. They have to brake because they still have the cars. They're not on a racetrack, but oh boy. It's going to be interesting heading for this first 15 laps. I'm surprised to see this second pack now starting to form up. But just casual double wide racing, 88 of Hernandez leading the high side challenge. And the number that is tucked right behind. Got a lot of new paint schemes running here tonight. Triple digit number, Chad Gwinnigsman. Number 094. Now he's pulling to the front. You're at Daytona. Right on the side of him. I mean, right to the back side of him. That's Andrew Ramos, the 05. These Xfinity cars, probably, in my opinion, they're the best handling cars out of all the 4 vehicles that are eligible to run in Daytona. A Canon car is way, the draft of it, it just makes the racing hectic. The Cup car, I mean, is the Cup car. It's just a lot of suck. And it matters about how the momentum those people fly through. Catching up on the lap card, number 72, Kilo Hankins. It's going to be interesting on how these people number 72 is. 72, Kilo Hankins going to go up high. He's going to be the first one down. He's going to, fortunately, latch on to the back of this main pack. And be the only car 1 lap down as of right now. So, Kilo Hankins now. Gosh, he might be out of harm's way. Work off the turn number 2. I'd say there'd be about more than 20 minutes. All the way back to 23rd place for Eric Keeter and Ryan Kwan are rolling around, and you go all the way back here to the second pack. Now this second pack's trying to catch up to all these people in front. But the bigger the pack, faster the momentum is. And, I don't think that second pack is going to catch this first pack unless they catch a caution. They're looking a bit antsy up front. Number 32, Johnson. He's not running a familiar paint scheme. Probably just my trading paints being weird, unfortunately, as we got another lap car. This is 42. Dylan Alt. He's going to go 1 down as well. Dylan finished second in the Xfinity Series last season. A couple disconnections we got to mention. Connor Brandon, number 92. He was running towards the top. LC on him. Might rejoin maybe later. Chase Stewart in the 013. Also a disconnection as well. So we have 41 cars left on the lead lap. There's going to be 2 cars who are going to be fighting out for this lucky dog. And watch that. 42 and the 72. Kilo Hankins, Dylan Alt. When the caution comes out, which one of those drivers are up front, they're going to go get a wave around, free wave around, and pull the machines to the front. There's a bit of a bubble with these cars too, so I'd say like at least a good foot with a bubble. So you're not too tucked up on these drivers unless you get a huge run and start pushing. But You see the spaces between the bumpers of each and every single car. 77, I wouldn't count him because he's the first car behind the leader, but everybody is just currently minding their business, not wanting to push too much, except for, I guess, these front four who want to lead as many laps as they can to get it. Actually, Jones, Hunter Johnson, Jonathan Hernandez, these people are going to be running full season. And the whole proximity lineup is also running the full season as well. So they have to keep themselves in mind to get as many cars into the chase. And there's only 10 spots that are allowed into this iSCAR chase. You can only do so much to get as many bonus points as you can. You see 77, like, Keaton Jones really racing aggressively for these first 10 laps. He scoots up to the high side. He's been doing that for the past, I think, few laps to swap in and around with Hunter Johnson. Driver's doing not saying he's doing a bad job of it, but he ain't wrecking, so it's fine for him. Whatever works in his book, I guess. Field works themselves off of turn number 4 and into the tri-oval. Hunter Johnson, your leader currently, and we're coming up on that fuel window here in about 3 laps. Outside line is starting to get just a slight bit disconnected. I wonder how this second pack is doing. They're all the way in turn 1. Daniel's driver up here in this second pack as well. I think that's the number 39 of Daniel Falkingham. Has a bit of front end damage. That might be affecting this low line just a slight, but it all just matters on how these people push, as you see a lot of switching around up front. I think that's Jake Sylvia who wants to lead this pack now. These drivers got to keep in mind their temps. So if you're running in that second pack and you want to stay in pace of that first pack, you have to notify the drivers around you on who's gonna switch, how your car is, and what your status is currently on the race. So let's say the driver behind you is a bit hot. Maybe you could surge forward and pull to the low side to get the driver behind you a bit of air. Lots of scenarios that could play out with that second pack. We still have a bunch of stops left. At least 3 stops we're gonna do here. Looks like 15, 30, and 45 is gonna be the stops that we're gonna be scooting around with. So we have a bit of 3-wide action. One of the cars scoots up the right side. We're aiming in for that fuel run, so let me notify these drivers. Just notifying drivers when they're how to enter pit road, but now we're coming up on this fuel run, so it's every 15 to 18 laps. Now every single driver has to scoot to the low side. They now have to signal in because they're now in their pit window. Spam that 1 key, hitting in. Drop to the low side, keep that car all the way to the double yellow. You see some drivers starting to squeeze down to that low side. They'll pit in about 2 laps. The pit window is open right now, but unless if some of these drivers do want to take coming in a bit early, I'm not sure though, but yeah, Jones squeezes himself in that 5th line. So a lot of these drivers now aligning low. And And if you pit from the second lane, that's a death sentence. Everybody up high is probably going to pit on the second wave. It's dangerous to pit on the first wave. It's dangerous just to pit with a lot of cars, because you're going to have a big accident if you're not aware of your surroundings. Look how many cars are tucked up to the bottom. I'm expecting these drivers, everybody on the bottom, to pit. So this is about 15, 20 drivers who are expected to pit here shortly. But it's who takes the gamble, though. Maybe if you want to stretch the fuel window to 20, you can make it a 2-stop race. Or if you're that second pack, you can pit a bit early and maybe shuffle to the front once the caution does come out, but that does give the risk of going one lap down. So as they work down on the back straightaway, top 5. Boy, Andy McDowell, number 20. Haven't been paying attention to the racing on track, just listening out loud. These drivers are gonna maybe elect to come on the pit road, but maybe these drivers do want to stretch it to 20. To maybe make it a 2-stop race. Right, Miller points out a good point. That second pack wants to pit in early. They're going to gain a bit of speed going forward. And all these drivers as well have to be on the same strategy. They got to be on 2 tires plus fuel. So, as they work here onto the trial zone, nobody not electing in, but we still have a lot of cars single file, as you see a lot of scrambling right behind with Liam Sheen all the way to the apron, but only 3 cars all the way to the high side. That's Andy McDowell, the 23 of Oscar Jensen. That's a black car right behind. A bit of contact as Hernandez slid up the racetrack. Oh gosh, that was a bit sketchy. Hernandez has to hold himself straight, but maybe I don't know who that super is right behind. He's maybe planning to pit. Now he slides in line. I think that's Ramos in the 05. As here we go. Driver's going to go to the apron. Pitting this time by. And here comes the wave coming in. One driver overshoots it. That's a pink car. And I think that the number 20 of Andy McDowell, who's through the grass. Pit road's open. And you got to be on the same strategy. Maybe take 2 tires and fill it up all the way. One driver hits the inside wall. Another Hess just overshoots it. And here comes the second pack in. They're trying to merge in. Maybe they want to take fuel only and try to merge in with this pack. So since McDowell really overshot his pit entry, he's going to be by himself by the looks of it. Here we go. All these drivers just about by themselves. Pitting in, pitting in, pitting in. This whole pack slides itself on the pit road nicely. They gotta be aware of where their stop is, where their pit stall is. Sheen and don't collide! Sheen and don't collide! Oh my gosh! Wow! Sheen and Alt collided as Alt was trying to go on the pit road, and you saw his stall late. And an SDM car and a proximity car collide. Wow. And that's going to break 2 cars out of that draft. Maybe they could catch up, but maybe they could back up to, I guess, the 20 of Andy McDowell. I don't really know. As they head off a pit road now. We'll see how these drivers are regrouping. And this one being led by the 57, Corey H. Hartz. No, it's not. That's the 05 of Ramos. As they're scooting off a pit road right now. And here comes this lead pack. Boy, look at Hernandez. He shot out with Derek M. Smith as they're merging up. They got a fan out 3 wide. Just about. Hunter Johnson gets turned. They're wrecking on the back.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, my gosh. somehow nobody else gets involved. Hunter took it double wide. He had a huge run, and this whole pack right behind Ramos just couldn't get on the brakes, and he ran over the 32 of Hunter. Ramos and I don't know who was right behind. I think that was for H Harts. All these drivers avoiding, but that's just bad judgment by the 32 of Hunter. You got to keep your relative in mind, and I don't know who got trapped one down because of that. We got EOL penalties being handed out. Everybody did pit, so the wave around is going to go to the 72, Kiloa Hankins. Looks like a couple people were out of fuel on the racetrack. The O2 of Patterson out of fuel. He had to take the EOL before anybody got a black flag, as well as, by the looks of it, Austin Johnson as well. In the, I don't know where he is, but so I guess they could definitely stretch it all the way to, I guess, definitely 22. So this is going to turn into a one-stop race by the looks of it. We're less than 40 to go, so there's going to at least be one more pit stop. They can't stretch it to they can't stretch it to 30. Maybe these drivers going to cut the run. It's really unfortunate with these the drivers who are involved in that. Ramos is going to have some damage, and it's not like the Cup car in which you could have the whole front end torn off the car and still run up there, but these cars are more aero sensitive with the smaller spoilers and stuff, so. Alright, gotta work on our first caution of the night. And that does give some breathing room for this second pack now. I know Falkingham was a bit damaged. And that number, I think 32, 39, I don't even know what number he's running. He's running one of the 30s. Kiloa Hankins does get the wave around. Yeah. Welcome back to the Keeblu's cough hasn't disappeared 150. Or 1 to green this time by. I need to get cough medicine. I don't have like any cough tablets or like cough drops or stuff. I need to get some of those. Maybe. I'll wake up early or I'll probably get some after school. How's chat doing? I'll say hi on chat. I'm a bit lonely here in the booth, so a bit of entertainment, a bit of compliments, or interruptions won't hurt. 2 proximity cars still up front. Chase Bonser, Chase Shuttlesworth, and the person who led the most laps, 32, Hunter Johnson, who was the culprit of the wreck. Thank you for subscribing. So yeah, the top 5 going to be Chase Bonser, Trey Shuttlesworth, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., Jonathan Hernandez, Chad Winnington, Keaton Jones, Jim Courtney, Derek M. Smith, Glenn Richards, and Dominic Cow. Here we go, getting set for the green flag this time by. Pace car going to slide itself onto pit road. This time we'll go, go, go.
Green flag, green flag.
And it goes, we go. Up and it goes, we go. I don't even know. We're trying to. Oh, great. Yeah. Jeez. Or crank it up just for lulz. Work down the back straight away. Hear the roar of the engines.
E-boy can't pick a gender.
Let's place bets on how long it's going to take for a Crocs driver to do some stupid stuff.
Colton Salik's gay. The fuck was that 79? Marry me, Cody Winter. Hook. Marry me. 83, you are blanking. 83, you are blanking. That's the car.
83, Jesus Christ, pull out of his head.
Oh, as long as I wasn't check, I don't know what all that was about.
Peter, if you want in, go for it.
Hey, I'm an illegal immigrant. I hopped the wall and I swam across the border.
Alright, man.
Oh, we're gonna caution, and there is a wreck somewhere in.
Hey, tank 72.
And yeah, let's go ahead and mute chat. We're trying to find out where the wreck took place. And I looked at it. Everybody's straight. Don't even know what the was about. We'll take a scroll through the field very quickly to see where the incident took place. Oh, there it is. Around with the 83, the 5 and 55. Josh Patterson, Paul Granada not really paying attention, and Joe Berge, who's blinking, goes around, and we're gonna Joey Berge. Ooh. Hit as whoa! We got turned to the inside. Wow, that was luckily he net coded for whoever that was. Trying to follow along here with this 83. Just tried merging up. Blinked out. And he blinked out at a bad time in which they just piled into each other. And And this will put the fuel run very close. Halfway this time by. The wave around's gonna go to the 24 Austin Johnson. So Dylan, oh, it's not gonna be trapped one down, unfortunately. I think actually Alt's gonna get the wave around. I'm not sure, but it's 24 of Austin. No, I guess Austin is gonna be the wave around. Huh, interesting. So 4 cars deciding to stay out on the racetrack. Here come some of these people in and out of pit road. Hernandez electing to go with nothing. Even though he went down pit road. I have the whole order screwed up right now because of they haven't crossed the start-finish line. They haven't cycled in the start-finish line yet. So you work down off of 4. So this will cut the fuel to... It'll cut it close. A lot of drivers gonna top off. Everybody from... I think... Hearts is on pit road again. Yeah, just... let me pull up last pit. Everybody from, by the looks of it, from Keaton Jones on back. So Steiner is gonna stay out on the racetrack. 97. He needs the top 6. Stays out. I would be a bit happy if I was in Keaton Jones' position. These drivers in front, they ran about like 2, 3 laps. It's still gonna be a one-stop race because they could just only stretch it to 22 by the looks of it, and we're working on lap 30. So if we do go green from this point on, it'll what do you call it? Yeah. Thank you, Tyler Hughes, for subscribing. Down, coming into here. One car pulling off. Steiner is one of them. 54 Truckster is another. Derek. Oh, I guess they're gonna pit with 1 to go. So now we put X amount of cars on who stayed out. So Glenn Richards, Aaron Mulrooney Jr. 2 people. No, Falkingham's also up there as well. So a lot of people topping off, actually. Looks like the whole back half of the field is topping off. So these drivers are going to bet for a green run. They need it to go green. All these drivers who pitted in. Looks like the people who pitted in is going to be from Jackson Steiner on back. Steiner electing for fuel-only. Truxler as well, fuel-only. Webster, Heater. Oscar no, not Oscar. Jerry Stars, Dadgar, Corey H. Hartz, Andy McDowell, Ryan Kwan, Jake Matheson, Liam Sheen, Casey Drake, Paul Granata, Mark Brannigan, Josh Patterson, Noah Allison, and Jake Sylvia. Maybe Austin Johnson as well, if I didn't mention his name. Those people have to, what you call it? Those people are gonna have to bet on a green run.
Alright, man. Like you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
I think there's a little bit of a miscue right now. So, with that being said, well, we're gonna go green on 28 out of yeah, with 28 to go. I mean 27 to go. So that puts the fuel window closer. And this gives drivers another lap to save. And look at this again. Now they're going to come down yet again and top off all these drivers toward the rear of the pack. Look how many people are on pit road just to top off on fuel. Wow. This is how close the fuel run is. Some drivers even electing for tires as well. And now we're going to shuffle from everybody from 19th on back came in. Again, the fuel run is every 15 to 22. So, and we only have 28 laps to go. So, as I said, this thing needs to go green to be within that pit window. If it's like 3 to go, 2 to go, these people are going to have to come in. So it's going to be a cat and mouse game of, do you want to push it and be on the throttle? Or do you want to just lay back and save as much fuel as you can? Going to be really interesting. I don't know. I'm expecting a wreck because all of this action. But either way, we're going to take the green flag.
Green, green.
We'll find out here and how this next half of the race is going to go. Green, green, green. Through the gears they go. And look how many cars are single file towards the rear of the pack. That's because they pitted with 1 lap to go, and they get shoved to the inside lane. So, it's now a weird game as dropping frames left and right. Apologies about that. Double wide. Ooh, Jones really laying the bumper to Glenn Richards. And side by side for the lead. Glenn wants to take it 3. He goes up to the high. Full lap to get these cars up to 100%. Glenn's still stuck on the high side. Go down. It's double wide right now. Around where the 082 is, but work down the back straightaway. Jones wanted to go under Falkingham. Falkingham pulled the block on him. Jones pushing through the corner as well. So. Gotta be mindful of where you're bumping. As the 2 gets hooked hard on the outside while he goes. He's gonna fly back into the pack. And we're having more wrecking going on. 80's involved. Oh, my 23. Jensen just barely avoids. Bonser's in it. Oh, there's still contact as Ramos gets hit late. The 37 of Jim Courtney rolling down the racetrack. More people still piling in, and we're like 20 seconds into the wreck. Wow. 88 of Hernandez hooked him. Plain and simple. And you see the 81 of Bonser. As these cars were sliding around, Bonser was trying to merge up. Oh, somebody hooked the, looks like the 80. I don't know who the 80 is. Either way, unfortunate circumstances. Some drivers are electing to go on a pit road. Heater comes in. Man, these drivers, I don't know if they made it in time on the pit road, but I don't know if they're going to get a black flag or what. But here they go on the pit road. Those drivers who entered pit road while the caution was coming out, I think they're going to get EOL'd. Some drivers electing for fuel only. Webster going to stay out, as well as Kiloa Hankins. If I were one of the drivers who pitted in on that back half of the field, apologies, iRacing's going insane. Give me a slight. I just think it'd be nice with me. There we go. We're back live. I don't know what's up with my iRacing. I'm turning settings low, but they're still high. I don't get it. But with this caution coming out, we're gonna take the green with 20 to go, and that is on the. That's within that fuel window, unless if you pitted from here, you can make it all the way to the end. I don't know what Webster's situation on fuel is. I don't know what Keaton's. Well, Keaton actually pitted 1 lap ago, so I think Keaton's in a good spot now. And that number 77, Webster, also in a good. He's questionable, I'd say, but we only ran 2 laps, and we're gonna take the green with, I think, about around 21. It's gonna be close for Webster. For Jones, I think he'll make it because we got more caution laps to run. These people just have to save now. But since they pitted from here, they could only survive for, I think, just about 1 green white checkered. Now just joining us here for tonight. Look me live here for the iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphics Design Series. Running round number 1 here at Daytona International Speedway. Yeah. Not really much to say as of right now, as still a lot of laps left. Not only 3 cautions, which is typical, but honestly very few. In my opinion. Total of 15 lead changes. Nice. One to green this time by, and wow! Look how many people elected to go onto pit road. I guess they can't make it then. Holy crap. Falkingham comes out first. I honestly, the way they're racing, I'd bet on cautions, and I'd take the bet to stay out on the racetrack. And because these people came down with 1 to go, all these people who came in are going to be single file behind Falkingham, behind the 66, the Derek M. Smith. They're going to be single file. This line's going to go super, super long. So, the people who are like on the outside, the people who are supposed to be restarting on the outside lane, they're going to be, oh gosh. They're going to be up in that top 5. Now you have like new names like Peter Kenny, Joey Berge, who's involved in a wreck earlier. There's only 4 rows. Only 4 rows of 2. Everybody else is single file. Look at this line. This is going to stretch all the way back to, by the looks of it, 35th place of where Andy McDowell is. So that stretches all the way to turn 4, and they're still trying to catch up to this pace car. My goodness, this is going to be a weird, weird restart. As here we go, sent for the green this time by green, as 1 car is way towards the back of the field. I guess he was supposed to start to the outside. And look how many cars are single file. This is ridiculous. And this whole pack, this whole back half of the pack is rolling with a full head of steam. But meanwhile up front, because they're starting single file, I'm expected to see 2 packs here soon. You see it right here. They're starting to separate. Look at that. They're already 2 by 2 right behind. This is the result of if people want to take one last gamble to come down with 1 to go, and it single files the whole field. And as I said, well, there's a big disconnection behind where I think this is Jake Sylvia. He could suck up to the car in front of him, Ryan Kendrick, if he backs up. 18, well, that's the 80 of James Judgment. It's up in the back. But we still got a major pack up here with this top 15. But they're spreading out. I'm expecting 2 packs here soon. If not, now. Meanwhile up front, Garrett Pick. 31 wants to go. Look at the STM cars pulling high side. 3 wide. Webster gonna put it to the bottom. Pick is now blocking. I'm telling you, they're gonna wreck. You have to hate it if you're this second pack. Because these people are running double file. There's no momentum stopping them. As they're exiting turn 2, they're entering turn 2 now. Look at it. It's messed. It's screwed up. They're stacking 3 wide up on the high side. That's the 66. And Derek M. Smith wants to make something happen. He has no help with him, though. Whoa, what a move there as Derek, I think, tapped the wall. Oh my god. I swear, I have tuberculosis. Joe Berge is on the apron. I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna get caught up in a mess. Meanwhile, up front, Cody Webster's getting a nice push from the number 19 at Trey Shuttlesworth. Only about, like, 18 cars in this main pack. There's 17 to go. If this thing goes green, it is going to be a nightmare. That's all I can say. Look at these cars. Separated. Nobody wanted to work with each other, and now, because they pitted with 1 to go, They're now stuck in a bad single file area. Give a shout out to a couple of drivers who are now up here in the top 5 because of staying out. The number 00, Garrett Hess, he's still in the front. Started all the way in 3rd. Now he's sent back to where he was. Dominic Howe started 13th. We're going to go 3 wide up on the high side. That's 77. Jones. He's going to slide behind Daniel Falkingham. Still up front. Garrett Pick. As that outside line's starting to fall apart. That second pack's starting to form up double wide, but they're only 4 seconds behind this lead pack. They can still catch. Maybe if somebody gets disconnected from this main pack, that'll allow the second pack to maybe catch. But oh my gosh, Pick got shoved to the apron. Or did he? I wasn't really paying attention, but Mercer's back on the racetrack. He was on the apron, though. I really don't know what happened, but I don't know if he got punted down there. Taking a look at the replay. Oh, it looks like a bit of contact here with the number 19 of Shuttlesworth. Wow. That was close. Car, he gets lapped around. Gosh, that was close. That could have been big. So the caution came out there. Oh boy. That would have threw fuel out the window, but we still have a question of fuel. They're going to go 3 wide. Derek M. Smith. I don't know what he's doing. He's leaving a hole right behind for, I think that's Corey H. Hartz to the inside. Hartz, will he take it? He's gonna! Oh my gosh, he nearly hooked the 66 and Derek M. Smith. They're blocking down the straightaway. Everybody's trying to leave Pick out. Gosh, they're just pushing so hard. Look at that. And it's gonna be with this front pack. Webster and Pick are racing as aggressively as it can. Webster, the only one I see here racing for a caution, because, as I said, he stayed out. But again, I really don't know if he's going to make it or not. It's getting hectic. There's people right behind. This second pack is slowly starting to catch. Now they're 3.4. As Sheen drops out of the pack. Out of this front pack. This front pack's starting to stretch a bit. Brian Kwan is trailing along, as well as the 97 of Jackson Steiner. This second pack is now slowly starting to tread forward. And now back to 3.5 seconds. A lot of cars from this first pack is now just dropping out. Here we go around another lap car. I don't know who that is. It's one of a maroon car really blinking in and out. I think that was an old Brannigan in the 48, but it's getting hectic. One bad maneuver is going to cause a big wreck. They're squeezing 3 as Derek slides up the racetrack. Might have gotten hot. He's going to be forced out of line. Nobody wanted to help Derek, as Derek's still trying to find a slot behind into that second lane. Falkingham is now up there as we're working around a lap car. That's Glenn Richards. No, that's not. That's the 80 of James Junchman as he's in the wall. Oh my gosh, Falkingham turned Webster. They're starting to scramble. Falkingham turned Webster right into the tray, but he straightened it out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they kept it straight. The second pack is now 4 seconds back. They're not going anywhere. This second pack isn't. They're staying in touch, but they're not side by side. They're not. Nobody's pushing 2 lanes. Work off the corner. Webster getting a nice push from Falkingham. Pick goes to the high side, slides himself in line just a slight. And Webster wants to lead the high side. Falkingham wants to go high, goes low. What a juke out by Falkingham to take it low. He was clear from the 19 of Shuttlesworth. Last season, that number 19 of Shuttlesworth took that Toyota victory lane. Here we go. We're lining up 3 wide. On the high side. Who is that? He's in the wall. That's Schmidt. He's going to disrupt the outside line. The person who wanted to go with him was Chad Wendigsman. He did not go anywhere. So Schmidt is going to slide to the rear. Now they're starting to double up right behind. It's too late. They're 5 seconds back. They're just losing time now. They're going to have to hope for a caution. But again, the question of fuel is still on everybody's mind. Can they make it to the end? All these drivers are pitted with around 1 lap to go. They're 14 laps on their run, but they're stretching all the way to 22. Cody Webster is flirting with that number, but again, this did count caution laps, so I'm pretty sure Webster is probably claimed to run out at around, I'd say, 4:03 to go by the looks of it, but they're still racing as hard as ever up front. Falkingham is blocking Pick. Pick goes to the low side. Pick is probably the most aggressive super speedway racer I've ever seen. He trips up with Falkingham trying to break his momentum. Dominic is up here as well. I was looking right behind. They're singling out. Maybe they're hoping for a wreck, possibly. That's Pick takes it to the front. Now he's getting a push from Webster. Webster goes to the apron. Oh, trouble! The 19 gets hooked!
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And they're piling up. Dominic Howe's around. Joe Burgess is involved. Derek M. Smith slides onto pit road. Gwenigsman also slides. And we're under caution. Wow. As soon as Webster came onto pit road, I guess that fuel run was a bit earlier than I thought, and one driver just drifted down on the 19 as Shuttlesworth. Don't know who it is, though. We're going to rewind again to see who it was, but Shuttlesworth, there he is. Oh, I don't know what the 30 of Dominic's doing. He just drifted down and wiped out Shuttlesworth. That's a shame. Now Garrett Pick, who's been in victory lane here at Daytona, is now toward the front. But they do have to pit by the looks of it. Falkingham's going to stay out. Falkingham stays out. All these drivers right behind are pitting. Oh my gosh. So they can't make it on a green-white checker, but Falkingham's going to bet on it. So is, I think, Colton Salick as well. And Jackson Steiner. Wow. I'm shocked. Nobody's gambling to stay out. They're gonna, I think they're gonna be left with a 2 to go restart. Hunter Johnson electing to stay out as well. It's either 3 to go or 2 to go that we're gonna get the restart on. Well, Falkingham needs to save. That's all he could trust on. Steiner is gonna, well, here are the drivers who stayed out. It's Falkingham, Salick, Steiner, Hunter, Oscar, Kendrick, Darius, all electing to stay out. They gotta shut off the engine. Shut off the engine and run it in 4th. They need to do what at least a 30 of Falkingham's trying to do. Shut off that engine. Or clutch it. He's clutching it. He's not even shutting it off. Now, Salick's shutting it off. That's what you have to do. You have to be Colton Salick. Shut off the engine. Get it refired. And as you're coasting along, you hold in the clutch. Hopefully it refires. Push the throttle in to refire it. Get it back going. Stay in touch with the leader. It doesn't hurt to... There isn't any... how would I say it? Isn't any penalty to be too far behind a car in front of you. Here, guys, let me explain. Hopefully, we'll go in cockpit. What Falkingham is doing, he's clutching, alright? He's clutching. See, the revs are staying in at 2. He's clutching it, and Salick, in the meantime, see, look at the difference. Look at the difference with the revs. While turning off the engine and clutching it, it puts the revs right here, and that saves a ton of fuel, while Falkingham is still using fuel, even just while clutching. I mean, yeah. It's hard to explain, guys! God damn it! More revs, the more fuel you use. That's all I have to say. Alright, we'll get a 2 to go regulation, so basically 4 green light checkers. But it's a regulation. It's a green white checkered regulation. I guess you could say it that way. I think there's a difference. In my opinion, I've saved fuel that way because I hear silence. And if there's silence, the engine ain't running, so we're saving fuel. But if I hear the engine running, damn it, we're not going anywhere. Alright. This is why I'm a play-by-play announcer, not an analyst. Here we go, come to the green. So it's Falkingham, Salick, Jackson Steiner, Hunter Johnson. Nobody's really grouped up. They're probably going to lose a draft as
Green, green, green.
Here we go. 2 laps of racing to go. Foggingham gets a nice restart on Salick. And now Hunter's wanting to push. Steiner's a bit disconnected from the car right behind him. And these engines are cool. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be hooked up. On the way to this, Steiner's getting out of line. Whoa, one car gets really out of shape. That's a 95 is Dadgar. Warfan in 3. Oh, they're wrecking at the back. Around goes Sheen.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And that'll leave us with another restart. And because of that, I don't think this top 4, this top 5 is going to make it. All these people who stayed out, they did not need that caution. I don't know what Sheena was doing. Peter got a run and just wiped him out. Well, I mean, wiped himself out. Trying to find the chopper. There it is. But we did hear a bit of chatter. You know, after what happened during the Cup race, Liam Sheen was after Eric Heater. So, I'm just throwing that out there. Liam Sheen was after Eric Heater, and, you know, those two made contact. They're not going to be happy with each other. It's going to be interesting on, you know, how it plays out. But, you know, yeah, I'm just flying a bit of iSCAR facts. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an iSCAR fight. But, you know, it is what it is, so, nah. Falkingham decided to go on to pit road, as well as Darius Dadgar, so it's just unfortunate that strategy didn't work out as well as anticipated, but this top 4 has a chance of running out. So if these top 4 do run out, oh gosh, they're sitting in front of, how many lead lap cars do we have? We have 30 on the lead lap right now. These 30, or I mean, minus the 4 up here, those people are going to totally run Salick, Hunter, Steiner, and Kendrick over. As well as Oscar. Oscar all the way in 8th. He's sitting on a similar strategy. These people are really, really close with their run. Trying to save as much fuel as I can, but I really don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be close for all these drivers, but just got to save. Hunter's all the way on the apron, just to shorten the distance around. That does help a slight. I mean, if iRacing does model what a fuel reserve is, there's a bit of a small tank. There's a smaller tank inside the fuel, so that's what you call the reserve. And it's planted toward the left side of the fuel box, or the fuel tank. That does, it pushes a bit of fuel into like a small area, just in case if you run out. Hence why it's called fuel reserve. I don't know if iRacing models that or what. If they do, you know, these drivers could maybe save a couple of laps of fuel via that way, but I don't know. It's gonna be close. That's all I can say. So the people who are gonna make it: Garrett Pick, Cody Webster, William Schmidt. Skip over Oscar Jensen, Jake Matheson, Josh Patterson, Keaton Jones, Peter Kenny. All these people around that area. Due to make it. And they can make it all third green red checkers. Oh gosh, no, it's sort of. Hello, Mom. Got anything to say on the mic? You want to say hi? Just say hello. Don't say anything stupid on the mic. Just say hi. Okay, thank you, Mom. But anyway, these people who pitted for the 2-to-go caution are gonna make it with all 3 green checkers. These people, well, obviously, are at the end of their field run, are not gonna make it to the 3rd green red checker if we do have one. One lap to go. I don't know where they're gonna run out. They may run out off of 2. They may run out in the middle of 1. They may run out entering 3. They may run out at the start-finish line, and maybe they could still make it to the end. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be close. That's all I can say, because I don't have numbers on this. The number 20, number 32, and Steiner. I don't know how much fuel they've saved. It just matters about that, on how much fuel they saved. So, second attempt. Or no, this is the first attempt, actually. Or was it? Hold up. Yeah, this is a first attempt, because the 2-to-go restart was regulation. So this is the first attempt on the green red checker. Alright, now my ADHD is kicking in, my legs shaking, my heart's pounding, my adrenaline's rushing. I'm not even on the racetrack, but I'm getting ready to see what is potential to be the greatest iSCAR finish ever. Pace car slides itself on the pit road.
Green flag, green flag.
Where will these people run out? Where will they not? The top 4, all at the edge of the field running. 3 wide, up to the high side. Wow, they just left Hunter dry. They just left Hunter dry at the top. Oh my gosh, Garrett Peck is now clear of this, and he can move up to the 2nd lane. I don't think Hunter is gonna make it. Now here we go. Steiner's in 2nd place. The scramble on the back. Who's gonna pull out? It's Pick. He's gonna have Hunter pushing him though. 3 by 3. Gotta keep it straight. Gotta keep it straight. Oh, Pick got stalled up behind Steiner.
Alright, man.
Your caution's out! What in the world? Oh, huge wreck in the back! The 79 was on his roof, and oh my gosh, that was setting up to be a really, really hectic finish. And I don't think those 4 people are gonna make it now. And up on his roof, William Schmidt. They wrecked in the back, which is shit. Excuse me. We're gonna see what happened. 79. Or at least try to get him. What in the world? Blinked out. Just blinked out. Internet went haywire. And suddenly he was flipping. Oh, look at that. Colton Salick is getting a push from Garrett Pick. I think they're going to have to pit this time by. Pun intended. Oh my gosh, Steiner needs to come in. And there they go on the pit road. So, Pick's going to be a nice teammate and push Salick around the racetrack. Yeah, so it was bound to happen with the amount of cautions like getting left and right. That's just a unfortunate kind of circumstance, but you know, it just do gotta be like that. I think it's just, you know, pushing Salick. It's legal in iSCAR, illegal in NASCAR, but this is iSCAR, so. Give me like 5 minutes. I got a bedtime. Amazing. Especially for an 18-year-old. Oh gosh. So it's gonna be Salick, Pick, Matheson, Jones, Webster. Honestly, the way this race is going, I think Garrett Pick is gonna come out to be an iSCAR winner, but not saying for sure. Pick did win the Daytona race where he went 1-2 with his teammate Chase Stewart. Chase did log in, or at least tried to. He's in last place, Chase Stewart is, but he tried, basically, but still 2 to go. These cautions have to be really frustrating for these drivers. What's our session time? Holy crap, we only have 9 minutes remaining. Okay. So I'm running out of session time. All right. 1 to go this time by. A total of 32 cars on the lead lap. Not Hess, but Garrett is gonna attempt to push Salick all the way around until off of 4, but you know, whatever can help. He has the whole engine shut off in that machine as well, so. Oh gosh. Hold your breath. That's all I have to say. It's just gonna matter of if Salick can make it. If he can't... Oh god. There's bound to be a really awkward moment going at 190. Oh no. Salick elects the high side. He wants Keaton pushing him rather than Matheson. But if Salick runs out on the start-finish line, boy, that's going to be disastrous for everybody on the inside, because they're going to have to check up. But here we go, coming to green. Salick on the high side, green. Full on the gas. Everybody's through the gears correctly. By the looks of it, everybody's straight. You just have to make it to the white. And after that, we'll see how this outlook plays. Trying to push. Salick. They might get a surge down the straightaway. Webster drifted. He's really drifting up high. Keaton's a bit out of line. They're still side by side. Outside line's really falling apart. I don't know who's fifth in line on that high side. Look how close they're pinching as Webster drifts up the track, dooring him. Salick. Now here comes Matheson. Now does Matheson have a charge? White flag, and we've separated the pack in two, as there's one car missing a front end in that second pack. So we do make it to the white. And it's Garrett Pick. Here comes Webster on the high side. Yes, Salick pushing him, but I don't know if Salick's going to make it all the way around. If he does run out of fuel, that's going to kill the outside line. They're wrecking the back. Around goes to 95. Don't know what happened there. They're still side by side now. It all is a matter of how Salick's going to go. Pick gets turned! Pick gets turned! Oh my gosh, Pick goes around. Huge wreck right behind, and the only person to escape it. Salick runs out of fuel. Webster is going to win it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my. Cody Webster, as Pick got turned off of 4. And that was honestly bound to happen. Oh my gosh. An ugly finish. Webster gonna go to the start-finish line and burn it down. His teammate coming in second place, Jake Sylvia. Onto the front straightaway. 45, burning it down. Congratulations, Cody Webster. Picking up his first, and he promised. To pick it up at Daytona, and here he is. Doing burnouts on the start-finish line. Full results going to be shown in front of your screen as the 024 just slaps the 47. Cody Webster, Jake Sylvia, Grayson Trexler coming out of nowhere to finish third. Austin Johnson, Jonathan Hernandez, Peter Kenny, yes, Peter, woo! P6 for Peter. Colton Salick, Chad Gwenigsman, Keaton Jones, Eric Keeter. Daniel Falkingham, Paul Granata, Oscar Jensen, Dominic Howe, James Judgman, Trey Shuttlesworth, Corey H. Hartz, Ryan Kendrick, Noah Allison, and Garrett Hess. The next 10, Josh Patterson, Jackson Steiner, Jake Matheson, Kiloa Hankins, Joey Burgee, Ryan Kwan, Andy McDowell, Derek M. Smith, Derek Stars Dadgar, Garrett Pick. Pick actually one down. Don't know if he hit pit road. I don't even know what happened. Andrew Ramos, Dylan Alt. I mean, not Dylan Alt. Hunter Johnson, Dylan Alt, Glenn Richards, William Schmidt, Liam Sheen, Mark Brannigan, Casey Drake, Chase Bonser, Aaron Mulrooney Jr. The final 3, Jim Courtney, Connor Brennan, Chase Stewart. I'm surprised how many cars we have still left all the way to the end, but congratulations to the number 45 of Cody Webster. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. More to come. Interviewing the top 5 here for this one. And we're back here live here at Daytona International Speedway. Rounding out the first iSCAR race for the iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphics Design Series. For the PKGDS 150. Into the booth, your winner here tonight, Cody Webster, and he put himself in a weird position there on that final run, but Webster, you promised to win it, and here you are sitting in victory lane. Congratulations, Webster. Wow. what do I have to say after as soon as you took that white flag?
Man, I thought I was a goner because I stayed out one of the final caution before the green-white checkers, and I knew I was shorter than everybody else. And I went to go pit, and I saw them wrecking. I'm like, oh, I'm swinging back out. And then I restarted 10th, and just with all these green-white checkers and the time running out, I was like, oh, man. And I was sitting there behind on the inside line, didn't want to be there, and I was like, I have to go high. And I was just hoping that I had enough run, and then I saw them wrecking. I was like, let's inch up a little bit, and just hopefully I don't get wrecked. And it worked out.
Yeah, man, they started wrecking on the low side. You're the only person to escape that without any damage. And Webster, wow, man, how'd you put yourself in position there at the end? A lot of people decided to stay out. Why'd you think it was a bad idea?
Well, I was riding in the back all race, and then like around halfway, I'm like, all right, let me start seeing how the field was. And then I got it to where I was just short of my window, and I was like, all right, you know what, I'm going to stay out, put myself in first. So I was leading there, and everything was going pretty well. I was able to control the front. So I'm like, okay. So then I had to pit, like I said, and I went to go pit, and the caution came out. They wrecked behind me when I guess I was pulling off. And I had my teammate Ryan Kendrick in front of me. I wanted to restart. We tried to make the outside work, didn't work. Caution came out again. And then I just said, all right, well, I'm just going to go where I can. I'll push whoever I can, and that's how it worked. And I went to the outside, and man, it paid out. It paid out well, and my teammate actually finished second with me too, so I'm happy with that.
All right, man, I was about to mention that you and Webster Motorsports going to go 1 and 2 here at Daytona. How about that, man?
No, it's pretty nice considering I just got a few more guys into iSCAR and figured it's in proximity, and all these other teams have huge teams and whatnot. We kind of the team that had the less guys, so like let's just get more guys. That'll help us out, especially with these type of races. And being that I just signed them today and they got second place, that's actually says a lot, and I'm actually really pleased with how everything went.
All right, man. Hopefully you carry your momentum on forward to the next race, I think, at Auto Club. Congratulations on your win, man. Any sponsor thank for tonight's race?
Man, not really. I mean, I just, thanks for broadcasting it, thanks for hosting the league, and just my guys that, You got Nick Miller, who signed me to his team, and then the guys that are underneath me on the other team that we have. So it's all them, and it was a lot of teamwork. But I would like to thank them mostly, and obviously you, and that's pretty much it.
All right, man. 10-4. Cody Webster gonna round himself out in first, man. Can't wait to see you coming next week.
Sound good.
That was Cody Webster in the number 45, and dragging into the booth the 116 Jake Sylvia. And Sylvia, hey man, your first ever star in the iSCAR series. Luckily for you, you had a teammate up there, and you somehow came out in second place. Talk to me what happened off of 4.
Well, I went into the corner and I was expecting it and just kind of kept my distance. And next thing you know, there was a car around and I ended up avoiding it. I don't know how the hell I did it, but and next thing you know, I'm coming across the line in second.
Right, man, and you said you prepared for it, so luckily that paid off, and you crossed the start-finish line in second here, up with the teammate up in first. A good showing here in iSCAR. And how was the car out there tonight?
It was good. I had a few other teammates out there. We had a really good strategy going on for the first half of the race. I got caught up in a little bit of a wreck, but fixed the damage. It wasn't all that bad. I got back going and ended up just having to have a car on my bumper, and sure enough, that's what I had there on that last lap, and I ended up getting second.
Right, man. A good showing here tonight. You started 29th and finished second. Well, man, we're going to leave you off here. Any sponsor to thank for tonight's race?
I'd just like to thank Cody out there and letting me get in here. And then the rest of my team and Vortex Racing. And thank you for putting this all on. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, 10-4. Jake Sylvia is going to round himself out second. Can't wait to see you coming next week.
Thank you.
Drag in third into the booth of Grayson Trexler. And Trexler, man, they started wrecking in front of you. I bet you're around where Jake was, but lucky you escaped the wreck off of 4, and here you are sitting in third. Again, up in the top 5, 2 days in a row, man. How about that?
Yeah, definitely feels nice to be here.
All right, man, and that car looks spotless except for the rear and a bit of damage there, but for the first 30 laps, anybody in particular you were working with?
Just everyone on TCS, Corey, Jackson, Keaton, all of us. We've been talking the whole race, and we were working with the SDM guys too the whole time. Seems like it's been working out for us the whole weekend, so hopefully they'll want to do it again next time we go to a plate track.
All right, man, and you found yourself off here in third place. There was a bit of fuel concerns there towards the end, but you decided to pit there coming to the green-white checkers. Why was that?
Yeah, I pitted the first time just because I knew I was going to be low, but I thought I took too much and got too far back, but it looks like it ended up paying off for me.
Yeah, man, you put yourself in position up front, and you rounded off yourself in third, making it through the turn 4 wreck. Congratulations, man. Any sponsors you want to thank here for tonight?
Just want to thank, like I said earlier, everyone from TCS and SDM, and I want to thank Tiger Quick Change for being on the car.
All right, man, 10-4. Grayson Trucks are going to round himself out in third here. Can't wait to see you coming next week.
See you there.
All right, we're going to go ahead and slide ourselves into, well, yeah, it looks like Austin Johnson here right now. So, Jonathan Hernandez in 5th place. You're running towards the top 5. You got involved in a bit of an incident, but luckily for you, escaping here with the top 5 at Daytona. I guess, you know, good way to end it off here at Daytona. What happened off of 4? What'd you see out of your mirror?
Well, coming out of 4, coming to the finish, you know, all I saw was just carnage. I was expecting carnage, especially with Colin saying he was going to be running out of fuel coming to the finish. I got prepared for that. You know, I had the incident with Aaron earlier, and bad judgment on my part. I started overheating, and I went to step out, and I hooked him by accident, and, you know, involved in other incidents that lowered my engine power a little bit. So luckily I had I believe it was, I can't remember who it was. It was one of the SRAM Dagger cars. Luckily they pushed me, and out of 4, you know, just carnage. Luckily I was able to get through it. Somehow I got 5th over Peter, which I don't know how, but all in all, you know, it was a fun race.
Right, man, and a solid weekend to round yourself out here, especially after this hectic Daytona week, you coming at 2nd in the truck race. I think you got I don't know where you finished in the cup race, but yeah, solid weekend after this one. You're looking forward to put that momentum forward on to next week?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. You know, excited, glad to see what this field is going to produce. Hopefully, I can move this momentum on to next week and hopefully have a strong run there also.
All right, man. 10-4. Jonathan Hernandez going to round himself out 5th after starting in 12th place. Any sponsor you'd like to thank here for tonight?
I would like to thank, of course, my team, SimSport.gr. I'd like to thank our sponsors, GTR Simulator and Rogue Energy, for being on the. And I'd like to thank you for broadcasting this because it's always fun to watch after. So it's on to next week.
Yeah, man. 10-4. Congratulations, Jonathan Hernandez is going to round himself out in 5th. Can't wait to see you coming up next week. We're going to slide ourselves one more position back. Our 4th place runner of Austin Johnson didn't show up, so it's going to be Peter Kenny coming into the booth. Peter!
Yeah.
You suddenly
Oh my
made yourself
God.
through that wreck off of 4. What'd you see out of your windshield?
I just saw somebody get turned, and I just roped the inside of the apron and said a prayer because I saw the O2 whoa, and I just tried to avoid him.
Yeah, man, it played off in the end, and you ran yourself out here in 6th place after starting in 17th. Kenny, you're one of the people who decided to stay out there, but you came in late and decided to top off on fuel. How was your fuel situation there for the final, I guess, 10 laps?
I mean, before we had that one caution, I was pretty nervous. You know, we had about 5 to go, and we got that one caution, and I came in and topped off on fuel. But I was pretty nervous. I didn't think I was gonna make it at first because I feel like we were gonna go all the way, but yellow, and I came up pit road and topped off, and didn't think about my way.
Right, man, and you put yourself in position to full throttle all the way to the end, and you finished here in 6th place, man. Congratulations. Any sponsors that I want to thank here for tonight?
Really just want to, thank you for hosting. And the people I worked with. I worked with a few guys. Yeah.
All right, man. 10-4. Peter Kenny going to round himself out here in 6th place. Can't wait to talk to you coming next week.
Yep. Thank you.
And that was Peter Kenny in number 99. Going to round himself out in 6th place. And I think that's all here for tonight. Thank you here for watching tonight. Tuberculosis 150 presented by Ezeckiel Reyes. Speaking of, my name is Ezeckiel Reyes. We'll be right back coming next week. I don't even know what track we're going to, but it's a big track, and hopefully we'll get some actual racing in rather than the super speedway bullcrap. Otherwise than that, thank you all for watching. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes, as I said, for the 50th time in a row. Can't wait to see you coming up in a couple of days for the NFRL Berserker Series.